Ever feel like you just can't stop worrying, as if your mind is a runaway train? We often think of worry as a personality flaw, but it's actually a chemical cycle in your brain. Worry can become so habitual, it feels like an addiction. Your brain starts to crave it. This means you're not broken, you're just stuck in a pattern, and patterns can be changed. When you repeat any action, your brain creates a strong pathway for it. Worry is no different. Every time you spiral, you reinforce that neural pathway, making worry your default response. It's not your fault, it's just how our brains work. The cycle starts with a trigger, maybe a small doubt or a big fear. This releases stress chemicals, making you feel uneasy and urgent. Your brain interprets this as a problem to solve, so you start to worry, playing out worst-case scenarios. It feels productive, but you're just feeding the cycle. That's why just stop worrying doesn't work. The urge is chemical, not just mental. The good news, you can rewire your brain and create new pathways. By learning a few simple steps, you can break free from the worry cycle. You can move from being a passenger on the worry train to becoming the conductor. Understanding this science removes the shame and gives you power. You're not weak, you're just human, and you can change. Let's look at how to start breaking the cycle. You have more control than you think. Why does the brain get stuck in worry loops? Because worry feels like problem solving. When you worry, your brain thinks it's taking action, which gives a fleeting sense of control. This creates a worry-reward loop. The act of worrying temporarily reduces anxiety, so your brain thinks it works. When nothing bad happens, your brain falsely credits the worry. This illusion reinforces the habit, making you more likely to worry next time. But worry isn't real problem solving, it's just spinning in your head. True problem solving means taking action, not just imagining disasters. Worry keeps you stuck, burning energy but going nowhere. Recognizing this is the first step to freedom. Worry is a mental habit, not a solution. When you see it clearly, you can approach it with compassion, not frustration. Thank your brain for trying to help, then guide it toward better strategies. There are healthier ways to handle uncertainty and find peace. The first step to breaking the worry cycle is to relabel your thoughts. When anxiety hits, pause and name it. This is just my worry habit, or this is a false alarm from my brain. Labeling creates distance. You're observing the worry, not becoming it. Imagine you're about to send an important email and doubts flood in. Instead of spiraling, pause and relabel. That's the worry loop starting up. This shifts you from emotional storm to calm observer. Mindfulness is key. You are not your thoughts, they're just mental events passing by. Relabeling takes power away from the thought, turning it from an urgent command into a suggestion. You become empowered to choose your response. Practice this every time worry strikes. With repetition, you build a new neural pathway, recognizing worry as a false alarm, not a call to action. This weakens worry's grip and gives you space to act differently. You don't have to believe every thought, especially when it's worry talking. Each time you relabel, you reclaim a bit more control. It's the first move toward freedom. Try it now. Notice a worry and simply name it. That's the start of change. After relabeling, the next step is to delay the worry. Don't fight the urge, negotiate with it. Okay, I'll worry about this, but later. Set a daily worry time, maybe 5:30 to 5:45 p.m. When a worry pops up, tell yourself, I'll think about this at my scheduled time. This removes the power struggle, and often by worry time, the thought has lost its charge. Next, redirect your focus to something engaging. Talk to a friend, solve a puzzle, listen to music. Your brain needs a new job, not just don't think about it. Choose an activity that requires your attention and pulls you into the present. For example, stretch for 5 minutes, read a page of a book, or organize a drawer. The goal shift from unproductive worry to productive present moment action. Practicing relabel, delay, and redirect rewires your brain for healthier responses. You're teaching your mind a new way to handle anxiety. This is how you break the cycle. When worry is intense, grounding techniques can pull you back to the present. One of the best is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Here's how. Pause and name 5 things you can see. Then, notice 4 things you can feel, like your shirt, the floor, or a breeze. Listen for 3 things you can hear, traffic, a clock, your breath. Identify 2 things you can smell, coffee, soap, or just imagine favorites. Finally, notice 1 thing you can taste, eat. This method shifts your focus from worry to your senses, anchoring you in the present. Worry can't survive when you're grounded in the now. These steps, relabel, delay, redirect, and ground, aren't just coping skills. They're training for your brain, building new pathways to peace. You're the architect of your mind. With practice, you can take back control from worry. Calm is possible, one step at a time.